Hey guys, this is Michael Peters Bond with Merrimack Valley Railroad. As you notice, this is a different format from other videos I've made. I'm gonna give something new a try and see how it works out. In today's video, we are gonna try to talk about the layout design I made, which I've gone over in a previous video, how that actually works on the tabletop that I've built. Now, mind you, since I've only built small section, we're only going to talk about this area, but it has the most complex track out of the entire layout. So if you like this video, be sure to give the video itself a like, click subscribe for future updates, and leave a comment. I love your feedback. It helps me figure out what content to make in the future. Okay, so here we are. And basically what I've done is gone and printed out this section of the layout. Since my printer only does 8.5 by 11, or well, that's the paper I have, it's printed on quite a few sheets, and taping it together has been no easy task. Now the section I've taped together is basically through here and up along to here where the actual edge of the layout is. But mainly I wanted to see how the transfer table and the buildings are going to fit. I don't have every building either on hand as a kit or built. Modern diesel house that I've started, and the project's been on hold for well over a year, but it's going to get rebooted, I promise. Transfer table, I do have. This is going to be another big project. Diesel fueling station. This is the car shop. I do have one of the two kits that's going to make up this. And this is the railroad shops. There's two kits that get combined here for that. I don't have that either. But what I wanted to do was make sure that the spacing worked. And one thing I did notice is this track here, which is kind of just an extra track, is going to probably be way too close to the edge for my comfort. Part of the reason is in the back, when I designed this, I did try to leave a little bit of space between the back of the layout and the backdrop. Part of that is I want to try this really cool 3D sunrise effect that I'm going to try to come up with, and I need either 2D building cutouts or even some 3D, maybe layer some N scale and HO scale together to give sort of like this element of depth. But the only thing painted on the actual backdrop is blue sky. So that way the sunrise is in the distance, in the sky, and not covering, not in front of things like buildings and clouds that are painted on that. So it'll just be blue on the backdrop. So that's basically it for this area. I think this curve is going to work fine. It's a 24-inch, and basically it's going to give me enough room here in the corner, since the next section of layout comes right to here. So 18 inches, I believe it is. And that, it's going to be troublesome to reach in this corner. So what I was imagining is either some small city-like building, maybe a road coming in, good excuse to put a crossing in here, substation, maybe, what is that building? I think Walthers, like a generic yard office or industrial building here, sort of to help the staff that's gonna work this yard. What else? Yeah, pretty much the rest of it is all straight track in, and it's not until down here that we get into the switches and stuff. There are a couple of switches up here. I believe there's a crossover, a number 6 crossover here, and yeah, the only number 8 I think we have is this one up here, just because that's the main line. And with that being the main line, the buildings that I do want to put on the back are not going to be industries that the railroad will stop at. They will just be background buildings. So that's what we're working with. Let me know what you guys think. And luckily from the underside. I still have a bunch of cross pieces supports to put in, and I really wanted to know where this transfer table was going to go because it has to get cut through the tabletop. I was originally thinking about putting foam onto this, but I think the rest of the benchwork is going to pretty much be L-girder and open grid. So I just, there's enough styrofoam used in this world. I think I can try to avoid where possible to keep it out. So yeah, and I just don't, I think I'll just be putting cork down here, which I may have to sink this building a little bit as well to accommodate the cork, but to get this down to the level that the transfer table is, and that's definitely going to be more than one piece of cork. So yeah, plus the other thing that I've designed for this are working doors for using servos. So the servos will have to be underneath the table and being able to use a rod to push the doors up and down in here. But I really like having this building close. It's going to have an arc welder inside down, I don't know, either in the pit or somewhere. And yeah, I think it'll be a really good scene that you can come up close and be able to look in and see the interior of this. This building, I'm not sure which one has pits. I believe they do. But yeah, I'll have to look at the instructions. Yeah, I'm really excited, but I've been busy. I had to travel for work. I went to Birmingham, saw plenty of trains there, but it doesn't give me time to work on the layout. But I don't want to rush it either. I obviously want to get the backdrop done. I think I'm just gonna go get a large 3x8 sheet of the hardboard, so it's just one continuous piece up there. Plus that'll give me the little extra height, and I'll be able to paint it and get it on and spackle over the screw holes, and that piece will at least be done. And then I can start working on the sunrise effect in the back and think about what buildings I want to put along there and try to at least get this back section of track in. And then the transfer table I'll probably start on, because that'll at least give me the wiggle room to adjust these buildings as I need. It'd be great if I could get them perfectly aligned so that they could go straight across from these. So we'll see. It's all a matching game, and yeah, we'll get there. So, like I said at the beginning of this video, be sure to like and subscribe, leave a comment. All of this stuff helps me grow the channel and bring you guys content that you find interesting or entertaining. So until the next video, I will see you next time.